Hey, Stars and Straps RC with you here tonight. I know a lot of you, or most of you, know how to swap out an ESC. There are beginner guys out there that this may help out down the road. I just wanted to get the video for my channel on swapping out the 80 amp ESC on this 1700 millimeter FMS Corsair. I had a friend that actually had 120 amp ESC. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That way, when I do my videos, I can fly it on 6S or 8S. Or actually, I'm going to do both. I'll do a video on 6S and then one on 8S to compare the two. But anyway, I have got my radio powered on because in the end, I want to test this to make sure that the motor's spinning in the right direction once I get the new one in. So first thing I do is remove the prop. Now you never want to test throttle with the prop on, whether at the field or at home, for safety reasons, obviously. There's 3 screws in the cowl that you need to take off. There's one on the bottom, and then one on this side, and one on the opposite side. So I've already removed those 3 screws, and then the cowl will slip off. At this time, it's not such a bad idea to check the motor mount screws. There's 4 of them, obviously, here. I checked these prior, and they weren't as, well, let's just say they weren't as tight as I would like them to be. So I went on ahead and snugged them up. I have found in the past sometimes these things are actually loose. So it's not a bad idea, guys, to check that stuff. Okay, so you're down to the bare here. You can see where the 80 amp ESC goes through here. So you want to first cut the tape that's holding the 2 ends together so that you can get those apart. So what I do is I take some string, or in this case, it's kind of a strong thread, and I double it. You want to remove your throttle from the receiver, and what I do is I take this string or thread and I tie it around the connector and the receiver throttle cable. That way, whenever I pull this one out, oh wait, first of all, another thing to point out on this particular model, you can see here, the Velcro for your battery, you have to remove that, unfortunately, because the ESC wires and all that is underneath it, and the way they come out is right here. So you have to remove that Velcro and get those wires slidden over so that they'll go through that hole in the plywood. Okay, so now I can slide this. Hopefully that okay, I can slide this through, and now I have a piece up here. Once I connect the new one, I can pull that back through. So I'm going to break this thread off here. I've already cut these prior as well to save a little bit of time on the video. But at any rate, I'm going to remove these, and there's the 80 ESC. I can always use that for a later time and something else, or I can put it back if I want to. So what I'm going to do, the cables on the 80 amp weren't matching red, red, yellow, yellow, black, black, but that's what I'm going to start with. Ultimately, I want to make sure this is spinning the right way once I power it up. But if it's not, all you got to do is swap 2 of these out, and that will get it spinning the right direction. And so normally you would want to retape these, but I want to wait and see. I want to wait and see once I get it plugged in to see if it's turning the right direction. So I want to tie this on here like so. And looking at this, I've actually pulled my thread through where I can't see it. So I'm going to hopefully be able to get this to come up enough so I can grab it. Well, that's how it goes sometimes, guys. And I'm not getting it to come through. So what I can do is I've got a cheater wire, hopefully, that I can use and pull that on through. If all else fails, if you've got an old control rod, you can use as a cheater wire to pull wires through and whatnot. That'll get it. So now I've got those through there, and then as you can see, that 120 amp ESC fits perfectly in there. So what I'll do really quick is I'll go ahead and hook this up to the receiver so I can check to make sure that that is spinning the right direction. I didn't notice before that ESC had an extra wire on it, so I'm not sure about that. So, but we'll try it on and see. Grab one of my batteries here. Okay, let's see if we got power. Engine engaged. Yeah. So you can see this thing's turning, and I can feel it. It's turning right on me, and that I know is the wrong direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these ESC connectors, and I'm just going to swap them. If I did that correctly, it's now I can tell that it's turning left, and that's the correct direction. And so all I have to do now is I have to just retape these to secure them from coming apart, reroute my wires inside, and everything, get the cowl and all that back on, and everything will be good. So, but at any rate, I mean, like I said, this might help some, but a lot of you guys already know all about this stuff. But check it out. I'll go ahead and throw in my discount codes for FMS on there, as well as a link to RCbattery. You guys check out those discount codes, and thanks for watching.